Hey my name is Shi and welcome to my daily life. Would you agree this is quite simple to let negativity in our life and also in our mind? And it's also simple to change our whole belief about one specific thing just because of one negative event. The problem is we can't avoid them. We will always meet negative events in our life. And if you don't learn how to handle them and actually how to get rid of them, we will start to collect them, and this will turn us to a negative person. So in this video, I want to targeting those negative beliefs that's actually already in your life right now. So that's why I want to share with you 3 advices that help me to get rid of this negativity and turn myself from a negative person that I'm used to be in my past to a more positive one. And especially the last one is my favorite one, because this was the first advice or technique that I used to use when I start my journey of self-development, and I hope this will help you as much as helped me. Okay, so my first advice for you is that you need to detach yourself from this negativity. When we are in the negative zone, we tend to identify ourselves with those negative thoughts. But this is not you, so separate yourself from it. Tell yourself this is not me if you meet a negative thought again. So what happened is, your unconscious telling you those negative thoughts. You need to separate yourself from your unconscious. For example, and I'm sure you have those moments, when you are doing your stuff or just walking around and out of nowhere you hear this one song in your head. And it won't stop, it's just stays there and you can't get rid of this. And would you agree that in this moment you actually can separate your active thinking from your unconscious? That you actually don't give your own permission, that you're unconsciously playing this song and just pressing the replay button. This is also how you need to approach those negative thoughts. This is not you. Your unconscious just playing a playlist of negative thoughts for you. So detach yourself from it. But you need to accept one thing at first. Just like the song in your head, it's kind of difficult to press the stop button. Just stop those negative thoughts immediately. What you can change is the playlist. You can change the track in there. And my last advice is one of the methods that actually change those negative thoughts in your playlist into a more positive one. But first of all, let me share with you my second advice. And this is observe and analyze. So if you are in the position where you actually can detach yourself from those negative thoughts, you can also just start to being an observer. Observe those negative thoughts and try to be neutral as possible. How you can do this? My tip for you is just bring those negative thoughts in reality. If you are just let them in your head, they're just in your head, what you can do is try to catch some of those negative thoughts and then bring them on paper. Write them down. In this moment, they become real. And this technique has also further benefits. The first one is you can actually focus on one thing. Would you agree that if you have like a flush or a wave of negative thought, it's kind of difficult to just think about one thing because your head is full of thought in this moment. So if you write it down, you can really focus on this one thing. And the second benefit that I want to talk about is if you're looking at it, just look at them. Just look at this one thought and realize this is a sentence, just a sentence, or order of letters. Maybe you will be able to detach even more from this. And after you wrote it down, you also need to work on it. So the second step in this one is analyze them. And I really mean analyze them. Really dig deep in this situation. Don't stop at the first reason why you have those negative thoughts. Really ask yourself further and further. Really dig deep until you can't find another reason why you actually have those thoughts. At this point, you might meet the root of this problem. Maybe also the root of many other problems. And this is so powerful because then you can really work on it. And if you work on it, you might solve so many other problems in your life and also get rid of many other negative beliefs at once. So make sure that you really dig deep and be honest with yourself in this moment. Okay, so here's my last advice for you. And like I said, it's really this one thing that helped me the most and also actually turned my negative beliefs in more positive one. And that's why pay close attention and try to understand what I actually mean with my advice. So my last advice for you is reframe your thought. Like it or not, thoughts themselves are neutral. You are the one who gave those thought values. You are the one who dictates those thoughts are more positive or negative one. So by knowing this, you can actually use this for your own benefit. Again, let me give you an example. I'm not good enough. So what this one thought, I'm not good enough, caused in me was that fear of I'm not worth it. I will never be good enough. I can't do this. And this was a frame that I put it in. And this was a perception of it. But nowadays, I reframe it. I have a totally different perception on it. Nowadays, when I hear or if I think I'm not good enough, I more have the perception that I'm not good enough yet. I have the motivation to improve myself. I want to be better. I see a challenge that might help me to become a better version of myself. This is how I think about I'm not good enough. And this is why this technique, reframing, is so powerful. You can change your perception in a totally different direction and make things that actually cause pain in you right now to something that moves you forward. I hope you understand what I mean by this. So these are my 3 advices that I want to give you so you can get rid of your negative beliefs. So the first one was detach yourself from those negative beliefs and tell yourself this is not you. The second one is to observe and analyze them so you can maybe find the root of all your problems. And the last one is actually to turn your negative beliefs in positive one, to reframe your thought. If you try one of them, or maybe all of them, you will see that this will transform your life. But I want to give you one further advice. You need to do this consistently. You can't expect big changes overnight. You need to be consistent. Do it on weekly or daily basis, and you will see changes over time. Until then, thank you for watching and see you next time on my next video.